Hello again. Welcome back to another episode of the Phizcast. I'm your host, Physic, which, if you are curious about the origins of my name, I used to love science. I used to be very interested in it. I mean, I still kind of am, but much less so now that chemistry. But that's another story. Um, but I just played it off of the word physic, like Physic, or physics, as you're more commonly known. And just spelled it funky that I thought was unique. Made sure that no one else had stolen my name, and bada bing, bada boom, I had a tag. And now it's how everyone knows me. Sans those I know IRL. But I suppose this is a pretty decent segue into something that is not science. It is words. Words absolutely fascinate me. I love languages and words, and being able to say the right thing at the right time is very amazing to me. And how certain words are strung together to make different thoughts and give descriptions, and like poetry is absolutely amazing. Maybe I'll share some of mine someday. uh but I love words and just the way they're used. Like, now I'm not like a polyglot or anything. I don't know any a crazy amount of any languages, but I know a little bit of a lot of things, which I don't know. I speak a little Japanese. I speak a very small amount of Spanish. I can say I don't speak this language in like 13 languages, so that should be fun should I ever encounter a language barrier, if I ever go anywhere ever. um, but I don't know, words are just amazing. It's just amazing how wiggles in the air can make you feel different things, and they can give you all of these literally the words can lead you to leading a better life or a worse life or no life at all. It's crazy how powerful they are, even though they do physically nothing to you. But it's all mental. It's how you perceive it, how you react, what you say back using your own words. It's literally a superpower. You don't even need to touch someone to dismantle them sometimes. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Now, the old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, is embarrassingly false. I say that because, people can really get hurt by it. Physically, sure, whatever, as I just said. Physically, words can't do anything to you. But emotionally, it is astonishing the level of effect that just some letters strung together can have on a person. The words I love you can make you just explode with feelings of happiness, or I'm so disappointed, quite the opposite of happiness. uh, but I just, I don't understand. I logically cannot understand how language even would have originated. Like, I can understand how people might have needed to communicate, but you look at something and just say water or pillow or floxinus nihilipilification, and I don't understand. I don't understand. There's all of these things. Like, I know Korean. Uh, there was a king at some point who pretty much wrote and invented Korean, which is amazing to me. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't a completely solo effort, but not incredibly widespread language development. How it just bound from there. Who invents a language? I mean, alphabets are a different story. Sure, you can write a different alphabet. I used to do that when I was in fourth grade, and teachers would criticize me because I'd write some of my essays in my own alphabet, but I'd leave a key at the top for them to decipher, and it would just be like, Bemet, nah, get that out of here. But it's very funny to me that I used to do that. But inventing a whole language, deciding to call something something, I don't understand. It's amazing to me. But I guess I don't really have to understand, you know? Languages have already done, they're already here and established, and obviously they're still being developed because you can constantly find a new term for something. Because, there are always new terms being coined and colloquialisms being formed, adages, etc. But, and then there's combinations of languages, like, there's combinations of things like Spanglish or I don't know what any of the other ones are called, but where you just mix up different words, like a Creole of different things, where you just take all of these words that you have and combine them together because you know what they all mean. I mean, I think that'd be really cool having so many words at your disposal like that. You could use either language to further describe something, or I mean, I know there's certain words in other languages that English does not have to describe because there's no direct translation. It's just like you know what it means because whatever. But there's like having that many words at your disposal would be absolutely amazing. Uh, yeah. Look, I don't know. It's just I couldn't even imagine. Maybe one day I will though. I'm very interested in language and learning um how to expand my lexicon to have the correct word for every situation because I think that'd also be really cool. But even dictionaries don't have all the words in it because like I think learning the hardest part of like learning a new language is learning those like colloquialisms and those like uncommon the things that you have no idea what they mean. Like slang, I guess, is a better way to say it, but there's also like until the cows come home. How is someone that doesn't speak English supposed to know that that means a really long time? Or, just conveying a message, adages and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. It's wild to me. I suppose that would really only matter if you went to the country or hung out with people who spoke that language a lot, which neither are particularly uncommon for those pursuing a second language. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's so cool to me. It's actually so cool. And it's ironic that something centered around speech and something um, focused on that is made me speechless. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just so cool to me. But I suppose I don't know. And then learning new words is also really fun. Like a lot of long words. I've memorized a lot of long words for no particular reason, like pseudo hypothyroidism or pneumo ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, which I've said in another episode, I think. But just stuff like that. It's just really fun and random. No reason to do it. Because when in a conversation are you ever going to have to use the word like pharmacotoxicology unless it's something you explicitly researched or are about to pursue? It's a field you're going to go into. I don't really know. Maybe that wasn't a good example, but floxinous nihilopilification, the word that I mentioned earlier, was it means the action or habit of estimating something is worthless, even though floxinous nihilopilification itself is a near worthless word. So the irony is deafening. But I don't know. I've said that so much this episode. I've said that so much, and about an episode of me trying to know things to say in the right places. But I suppose that, I mean, given a little more time, I could probably think about it, but this is just improv, 10-minute little improv sessions of me talking for fun. And I don't want to script them because my scripted voice, I've said this before too. I don't know how to feel about my scripted voice, even though I still kind of want to record audiobooks, but that's a different story. That's narration versus I don't know. Is there a difference? Maybe there is. I think there's a difference. It's hard to explain though, given the time frame that I have now. Suppose I could expand on it at some point when I actually pursue audiobooks or stuff like that, Well, that's almost 10 minutes. I suppose it's a good time to wrap it up. Um, Sorry if there's random clicks and bangs throughout the video. I've been fidgeting with my microphone this whole time. But yeah, all right. Go out. You know what? I challenge you. Learn a new word today and try and use it. Yeah, do that. It's a lot more fun than you think it is. Here's one to start. Esoteric. All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.